I'm Carol, and this is day one of Healy frequency adventure for us anyway. And it's hard to say day one since we don't even have our product yet, but it's important to know some of the before and how we are health-wise now before we go to the frequency healing and then can tell you about the changes. So today is, as the beginning of the adventure, is really more about the world as it is today before our device comes. I'm going to show it to you when it comes, kind of an unboxing. I'll do the setup with you watching, and I'll start at least my first session. I think, as I understand it, sessions will be a little bit boring. They run for about an hour, and you can go on about your daily business. So you're not going to want to sit here and watch me for an hour work on the computer or do the dishes or whatever it is I'm going to do. So I also want to introduce during this adventure my husband Roger, which is why I decided to try the Healy frequency tool for wellness. His background is that up until 8.5 years ago, he was a brilliant computer developer, software developer. He was very active and physically and capable in every which way, and then a disease process occurred that the doctors tell me they can explain to me after they autopsy his brain. I contend that at that point I'm not going to care. So we're just carrying on. There's nothing they can tell me about the exact why this happened or exactly what, but he's left with cognitive issues, emotional issues, and physical issues. And to me, the biggest one is that brain or cognitive to physical, which causes him to not remember to swallow, to not remember to pick his right foot up. His right foot gives him trouble, almost like a stroke victim, but he did not have a stroke. That's really not relevant. What's relevant is that there are some pinpoint lesions on his brain. He does have a lot of disability from what happened. My hope, of course, is that after just a few sessions, he'll be who he used to be. And that's absolutely ludicrous, and I know that. My realistic hope is that we can stop a little bit of the cognitive decline that I'm seeing. And as I say that, by the way, he's sitting in the chair over to my right. I'm not saying anything about him that I won't say to him. So this isn't like, you know, he's wondering what I'm saying or what I'm publishing. He knows that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing some decline. And I'd like to stop that, and I'd like to turn it around. Any improvement at this point is better than none. We're 8.5 years into his recovery, and I'd like to, for his sake, see more so that he can have a better quality of life. And that's my real motivation for joining the Healy family and coming into doing this. So you're wondering, she keeps talking about this Healy thing. What is that? Okay. The Healy is a small wearable device. I'll probably be clipping it on right here. It's just a little thin box. It has 2 leads that come out of it. They can clip on your ears. At least if you're in Europe, it's approved for that. It's not in the United States. But I'm told we can get the ear clips. You can put a couple of those little pads on and clip the electrodes to there, or you can wear them on your wrist. It then does an analyze program that figures out where your cells are not operating at the frequency at which they should be. Now think about what I just said. A whole lot of work went into that statement, figuring out what a healthy cell is like, vibrates like, its frequency, and what that healthy cell needs in terms of a frequency to become what the unwell cell needs to become a healthy cell, or as close to a healthy cell as possible. That's why this Healy device has so many applications. It's FDA approved here in the United States for treatment of arthritic pain and pain from overexertion during exercise. What they have found in Germany, where it was developed, and in the 44 other countries that have been using it for the last a year or more, I don't know exactly how much, I can't remember. But what they have found is that these healing frequencies can do a whole lot more than just address arthritic pain or the pain of overexertion. They can actually boost your muscles' ability to perform. They can help people with migraines. And the list goes on. And this isn't about that. This is about today. Me starting this adventure, knowing that mine is on the way. It should be here sometime this week. Could be today, maybe not till Friday, I don't know. But I'm really anxious to receive it. And I want to do another one of these introductory type of videos tomorrow and one the next day. Tomorrow I'd like to focus on Roger and take some video of him walking so that you can see his gait. Again, we're in before mode. I want you to see it how it is today. Is it awful? No, he's ambulatory. That's great. But is it good? No. His right leg, unless I'm constantly cueing him, he doesn't pick his right foot up off the ground much. It's a shuffle or it's a peg leg. Forward with the left foot, catch the right foot up. Forward with the left foot, catch the right foot up. I want you to see that so that if we are so blessed that this makes the change I believe it can make, that the science that they have put into this over years, 20 years of development, that they believe it'll make, that we will see an improvement in his walking gait. I'm going to ask him to speak a little bit, and you'll see that he can speak. You'll also see that he really has to search for words. It will be interesting to see if there's any improvement in that. You'll see that he's very slow and deliberate, whether it's getting out of a chair or walking. Really takes a long time. He can get there, that's the bonus, it's the plus. But that I'd like to see him be able to come along at a little bit more of an earth normal speed. It would be good for his quality of life. It would be good for getting the blood pumping to his brain, which will help with data processing in his brain. So, that said, day 1, days 2 and 3 will be a little bit more before, and then hopefully by then I'll have my device. I'll be able to show you what it looks like coming right out of the package, how I set it up. My first session, we'll run it on Roger. We'll do another one on his first session, and then we'll start looking at results. And that's the plan. And we'll see how that goes. Thanks so much for watching. Here's till tomorrow. Stay well.